I'm Alice. I am the princess. And I'm going to play Renowned Explorers International Society. Which is fun, silly, procedurally generated game about mouthing off at people mostly. And here we go. How are you all doing? We're gonna play it on like the easiest easy difficulties, just so we can get as far as possible. BTW. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot, we've got the Emperor's Challenge here too, which I don't remember what that is. I don't think I'm streaming twice, but sometimes the notifications will drop twice. That's just a thing that happens because Twitch isn't very good at what it does. I've never actually played on Discovery mode. Would like to make discoveries with greater speed. You'll reach new locations faster, you can save and load. We'll just do adventure mode, but put it on the low difficulty. We'll put it on easy. Normally I play on classic, but I want to get as far as possible, so. Alright, so first we pick our captain. Anyone who's highlighted, we can use as a captain, because I've played them enough. Oh, I thought I had Amelia. Can you tell I mostly play the game as women? Alright, so up here we've got scientists, they do research the fastest. We got scouts who are quick and nimble when they need to be, float through the air and climb up trees. We got fighters who do the most physical damage, and we got speakers who can just talk the shit out of people. So we're gonna go for a fairly balanced team here. Let's see, Hildegard is fun. I also really like Maria and Philene, which I'm sure I'm pronouncing wrong, and I apologize. Or, and hear me out, all diplomacy runs. See, I like to have all ways of doing things available to me is all. Because there are certainly some things that are very difficult to do without aggression. Much like real life. Philene, as an exotic dancer from Bangkok, somehow managed to get into the society, but none know of her background. That can't be right. And we've got Yvonne Lefebvre, Hildegard Haas, and Maria Rodriguez. Let's have our leader be a speaker. Anyone have any preference? These four are available. We've got Yvonne, who is a First Nations woman from Montreal. She is assertive, intelligent, and the center of attention, wants to see if she can trample the world under her boots. We've got Hildegard Haas. How did this adorable Austrian magician get here? This expedition is not safe for children. We've got Maria Rodriguez. Being the daughter of an Argentine politician, she copied her father's way of handling problems and added her mother's looks and charm into the mix. And we've got Philene Bunyasak. God, I'm sure I'm butchering that. An exotic dancer from Bangkok, no one knows her background. Anyone have any preference on that? They're all quite good at speech in different ways. Beguiler, diplomat, beguiler. Okay, 3 of them in the same way. Alright, Andy likes Yvonne Lefebvre, who has double beguiler. She can regain spirit by deriding a target, and is great at verbal skirmishes. Spirit is HP, by the way. High speech and good defenses. Alright. Now for crew members, we can pick anyone. And I'm thinking we're gonna need 1 red or green and 1 blue. I think since I don't have Emilia accessed yet... Well, I don't have Emilia or Agatha accessed yet. Or Earl, really. Could go with Earl. He looks fun. That guy doesn't look like someone who'd kill you in your sleep at all. Let's see. Emilia Karwoska. Genius biologist, hails from the Krakow University. She's looking to find more exotic plants. Loves to read romance novels. He's very a cotton candy. Earl is the nephew of the renowned explorer's janitor from Kansas. Ah. Has a fake membership, but everyone acts like it's real. Good with explosives. You know what? We're taking Earl. I like Earl. Alright, final crew member. Gotta be someone from green or red. Let's see, we've got Kiwi Pakariki, who... Kiri, as she is really named, ran out of places to run on her home island. She built her own boat and went on to explore the world. There's Hatis Ottoman, an already respected treasure hunter from Antalya, very confident of her skill, obsessed with gold. There's Pedrino Pinheiro. The Riot of Rio made a bet at a party that he would make it into the papers worldwide. Turns out he has a knack for exploring and making friends. Tell me, is this international society internationally active? They are indeed. The renowned explorers, as many as 80%, will not kill you in your sleep. And then we've got options in red down here. We've got Dolores Garcia, who's awesome, but I already have her accessed. There's Wang Yu, trouble straight out of the bustling slums of Shanghai. Loud and arrogant, but also inventive and strong-willed, joined the explorers for an incredibly dark reason. Jean-Pierre Corneille. All his friends have full and exuberant beards, but Jean-Pierre cannot grow one himself. Searching for self-respect, this sailor now travels the world's most exotic places. Alright, anyone catching anyone's eyes? Bia Hecaton. Now that's just a good name. Fought for Greek independence from a young age, and now she's a terrifying mercenary. She needs someone to protect her, though, because she has low defenses. B votes for Bia. Bia stole my heart immediately. Christy can't not choose the Luchadora. Alright, so it's up between Bia Hecaton and Dolores Garcia. Bearden sounds hilarious. Alright. Jean-Pierre Corneille. Alright. Everyone's going for someone red, though, so I think we've settled on the red line at least. Alright. Right now, Bia Hecaton is in the lead. If anyone has a vote for Jean-Pierre or Dolores Garcia, speak now. Alright, looks like it's gonna be Bia Hecaton with 2 votes. I have no idea what's going on, says Bad Road. Well, who do you like best? Jean-Pierre Corneille, who is exploring because he doesn't have a beard. Bia Hecaton, who fought for Greek independence and is now a terrifying mercenary. Or Dolores Garcia, who won many tournaments but kept her identity hidden behind a mask. Bia sounds like she's named after the Hecaton Shearers, so her. Alright, that's 3 votes for Bia. That should do it. When did Greece become independent? I have no idea. Ooh, game options. Oh, that's fine. That's the same stuff we already saw. That's not a lot of options. Alright, let's rock. Look at Earl there. Find treasures to gain renown and become the most renowned explorer. 1830-ish, that makes sense. This is it, you just got your Renowned Explorers International Society membership. Yvonne wants to make a big entrance. Finding the burial site of Saxon kings. Found somewhere on the mainland of Britain, but King Egbert's grave remains a particular mystery. We don't need the tutorial, I already know how to play. Mostly. Alright, so basically this is our stamina. Every trip takes the amount of stamina shown on the road here, and these symbols underneath the locations show what sort of rewards we'll get. This road is going to take 0 supplies, so that's where we're going to head first. There might be an encounter here, and there is research to be found here. Each of these is basically currency. There's gold, status, research, insight, and then we also get, well, you'll see, types of markers here that represent various amounts of currency that change throughout the game. Are Saxon kings from Saxony? I mean, mostly. I knew it was more than 30 years ago because I don't remember Greece not being independent. That's some good logic. It is laid out a bit like FTL on the map screen, yes. A group of sheep is fighting to eat from a slightly greener patch of grass. It might be interesting to study this peculiar patch of grass. Which means we'll be fighting the sheep. You approach it, but the sheep see you as competition and start attacking you. Wow, look at Earl's walk cycle there. That's amazing. Also, he has a fucking blunderbuss. Alright, now this shows what we're going to get. If we do it aggressively, we're not going to get a good reward. The best way to do it is devious, because we'll get a campaign token, which is worth 12 to 18 status, and 3 research tokens, which are each worth 5 to 7 research. Sheep fight, it's mutton for dinner. Alright, we're gonna go with devious. Which is good, because that's what Yvonne is best at. And now it's basically just a little SRPG style map. More or less hexes. As you can see, she will be doing more than enough damage to defeat this sheep in one attack. Hurtful. The sheep is saddened beyond words and just wants to be left alone. If things get hairy, you can go double or mutton. Very nice. Very nice. You're on a pun roll. You should have heard Katie earlier, though. She made like 6 weed puns. Alright, Bia can use Terrify. Scary! Sheep is absolutely terrified of your crew. Now, currently we're in devious mode, so the other 2 are translucent, and this shows how many points of a certain type. Most attacks are worth 1 point, some are worth more. It will take to alter towards a different attitude, and right now we're trying to keep it in blue, which is currently in tyrannizing because we're horrible and abusive towards sheep. Alright, and Earl is going to enrage this sheep. Did you just call it a firework? You fucking bottle rocket. And each mood for the fight can have a different effect on the battle. Right now, everything has minus 30 speech defense. And the sheep fumbled. And of course, friendly and devious attacks go against speech defense, while aggressive attacks go against regular defense. It's a lot of systems to keep up with. I think she just said that it was a wolf in sheep's clothing. And there we go. You broke your opponent's minds. That wasn't bullying. They were asking for it. right? Resolve the conflict devious. And so Earl gets +5 grit and +2 speech power for the rest of the expedition. A high honor. Very nice. That took me a second, too. You successfully calm down the sheep and can finally take a look at the grass. After careful examination and some tests, it seems the grass contains some special nutrients that attract the sheep. You take some with you for their scientific value, which gets us +1 study token. So now you can see what we're building up here. As you go on, you can upgrade your tokens, which will make them worth more at the end of the mission. Whereas Tex Avery gave us a wolf in cheap clothing. That's very true. It was a pun on a wolf in sheep's clothing. Listen, it's a hard act to follow, but I try to rise to any challenge. Alright, we're gonna go with this one that costs 0 again. I'm getting the feeling that there's a lot more 0 roads in this easy mode. The crew suddenly gets ambushed by some aggressive-looking men. These foreign fancy pants are gonna take all our jobs! Attack! They're charging. Bia is tactically prepared. Ha! That's a Brexit reference. Available because Bia is a level 1 tactician. All crew members gain tactically prepared. Encounter starts as a rank 1 encounter. So basically I get a big advantage on this because I have someone with tactician. Alright, we can... devious and aggressive will both give us a reward. That's worth a campaign token, that's worth an encounter token, and the encounter tokens are worth more, so we're going to go aggressive. Alright, first let's go over to this guy with his big stupid hammer. Be aggressive. Token it up. Ah, I see what she did there. Alright, so he's got a long range attack. She should be able to move there. Fire at this fella. Boom! Oh wow, he is actually does quite a lot of damage. Now we don't want Bia to be right in the way. She is very much a glass cannon. We're gonna have her move back and hope they don't both run around to attack her. Oh, they have very low movement. Alright, take this fucker out. Also, because we're in hostile mode, devious abilities get plus 25% power. But we're just gonna finish this quick. And she does even more damage. Alright. And she now gets... Ugh, they were so annoying. I'm glad we shut them up. Resolved a conflict aggressive, so she now has plus 5 armor and plus 2 attack. With the situation solved, the crew can continue exploring. Yvonne is baffled by the fact that these men thought you were shepherding or mining, that shepherding or mining was of any interest to you. Alright, let's move on down here. An excavation tent is standing on a rock formation. You decide to take a look. As soon as you open the tent, a girl with a lab coat and glasses screams in terror and trembles in fear. Who are you? What are you doing here? You're here to steal my secret, aren't you? Yes. Yes, you are. Please take some money and leave. Yvonne tries to get information out of her. You can see how likely it is there. Exactly, B. Solved. Oh, one more thing. There you go. Now you're a VIP too, Bad Road. I've been trying to hand them out as I remember. Alright, so Yvonne is obviously going to be the one to give it a shot with 97% success. We could take some money and leave, but we can get more by being nice. And there's this fake wheel. It's just a few pre-baked animations. It doesn't really mean anything except that we like you. The researcher calms down and is convinced that you're here to help her. She tells you about how a mining company hired her to find the right spots to dig. She even shares some information with you, which was probably classified. Alright, so we got 1 study token, 1 collect token, and a bonus 1 campaign token. Alright, that's our final destination. So we're going to go around it since we have plenty of stamina left. You always want to end the level with as little stamina as possible, as few supplies as possible. You should dig in those spots, I agree. Xenon did it, she got ice cream. Hooray! I'm very proud of you. 2 people are having a heated discussion as you walk by. One of them yells at you, "Aye, you! Yeah, you! We need your opinion on something. We're discussing the best way to solve problems. I am convinced that using speech will solve any problem you encounter, but this guy here thinks using physical attacks is the way to go. What do you think? If you choose me, I will teach one of you how to use speech more effectively on this island. If you choose him, he will do the same for attack." What do y'all think? They're bribing us. They're both bribing us to take their side. Why not both? I agree, but we have to choose one or the other. Andy likes speech. I've generally found speech to be useful slightly more often, so I think that works out. Excellent choice. Speech is always the better option. I will teach one of you how to use speech more effectively on this island. Remember, these secrets only have an effect on this expedition. And so we will increase Yvonne's speech further. Yvonne learns about the history and customs of the island, which will be very useful during challenges on this expedition. Sorry about that. They will be useless on other expeditions, though. Alright, let's also level up. Alright, Bia can gain another level in Tactician, or can gain the Quick Thinker Nimble perk, which is just a level of Quick Thinker. It's like, so each of the perks, well, each of the categories has various perks in it. For the most part, each of the perks in it only count as a point of that specific category. So if you have 4 Tactician perks, you have 4 levels of Tactician. However, there are certain events that will trigger by having a specific perk. Alright, I think it would be nice to level up Tactician, but it would also be nice to open up a new category. I think going quicker is better, so Nimble, I think so too. Let's open up a new category, because I don't think anyone else has Quick Thinker yet. Nope. So that'll be a good thing to have. There we go. And that also, at that level, unlocks Unnoticeable Attack, which is just a physical attack that does not influence the attitude, which is what is usually up here during the fight, and doesn't increase the aggro against her. Alright, now, Earl. We can get him more engineer perks, or we can get Survivalist. We can start him on Survivalist. Wouldn't be a bad idea to branch out with as many people as possible. Did Comcast fuck up? I'm sorry. I empathize. Alright, so let's branch people out as much as we can for now. And Rogue. Alright. So, Yvonne's gonna be a rogue. There we go. Being very slow and buffery. Well, it doesn't appear to be on our end. You walk down a small path when you hear shouting and screaming coming your way. 2 thieves are running from an angry mob. Since you're blocking the path, one of the thieves asks, "Please, traveler, we have no time for you right now. If you let us through, we'll give you some compensation." So we can either get a little bit of money, or we can decline and stop and fight them. Should we let the thieves get away? Get a little bit of money? Or should we see what kind of reward we'll get from the angry mob? Fighting seems to have worked so far. Alright. You cannot be bribed! Stop the thieves! Oh, look at that. Look at that look Bia's giving them. That's amazing. Letting thieves get away didn't work for Spider-Man. Alright, aggressive will get us the best reward, so let's beat him up. Oh, whoops, I fucked that up. That's fine. She can just move right back to where she was. And shoot! And devious abilities have extra power, so no, that's not going to finish him off. How about Deride? Deride will. Deride, target becomes enraged if their attitude, right here, is negative, giving it minus 25 armor. Heals the user's spirit by 50% of the damage inflicted, so it's a drain, and it also increases aggro. But he'll be dead, so it doesn't matter. Aww. And Earl gets plus 5 armor and 2 attack power. The angry mob finally catches up to the thieves and see that you already took care of them. The mob thanks you and everybody knows about your good deed. So we get a campaign token. That's fine. Alright, let's head down to here, which is unexplored. The rain is becoming unbearable, and the crew is looking for shelter. After searching for a while, a cave is found. Great! Some shelter. The crew lays down their backpacks and makes a fire to dry their clothes and for warmth. Once the fire is blazing, the cave appears to be larger than it appeared in the dark. As you explore the cave, you notice lots of Saxon war equipment, including some skeletons, probably of wounded soldiers that died in the caves. Focus on valuable, noteworthy equipment, or Bia's tactician skill allows her to pick the best equipment and just get both rewards. While collecting some of the equipment, you notice some tactical plans written on the cave walls. Studying this will give you tactical defensive insight, which we want to give to B. Bia has tactician, so let's make it level 3. This must be where the Saxonoids lived. That's probably true. I bet they ruined all the pizza from here. Tripping me out that your mouse doesn't line up with the choices. Oh no, doesn't it? Oh no, it's seeing my mouse wrong. I apologize for that. Not much I can do about it as far as I know. Alright, let's give Bia another level of tactician. No one. Learning isn't interesting. Bia studies the defensive tactins of the Saxons. Defensive tactics of the Saxons intensively. There we go. Now she's got 3 levels of tactician. And we're ready for a campfire story. Alright, we've got 4 cards. One will get us 8 collect, one will get us 8 study, and one will get us 8 campaign. Well, let's go with gold for now. Oh, we can also get plus resolve, which is our lives. So actually, let's do that for now. The crew spends the night opening up and sharing stories about their pasts. Everyone is a little bit anxious to show vulnerability at first, but everyone reacts very supportively. In the end, they all feel a bit closer to each other. The night has strengthened the crew's resolve. Sax Tactics, yes, Saxon Tactics. And there we go, plus 2 lives. Normally, you wouldn't be so excited about this, but you found an abandoned farm. The fields are overgrown with vegetables and even some fruit trees. You take some time to restock your supplies. And wow, 3 supplies. Playing on easy mode pays off. I guess that's why they call it easy mode. Alright, let's pop over here. We've got plenty of time to explore everything. Well done, you found the hidden hoard of the expedition. On every expedition, there's a hidden hoard to be found. On these occasions, fate smiles on your crew. The crew finds a lot of gold, which gets us a treasure hunt token. These are basically bigger versions of these regular tokens. Treasure hunt, discovery, and secret just match up to these. Which one do y'all think we should get? A lot of gold, a significant discovery, or a juicy secret? B wants a secret. Here we go. That is worth 62 to 93 status and 10 to 15 research. Those, the super tokens are really nice. What a strange noise. Music is coming from the meadow, but there's no one in sight. It seems the wind, in combination with some strange type of twin flower, is making the sound. You listen for a while to the beautiful sound and make a note of the phenomenon. Plus 2 studies. While scouting the area, a rugged-looking man comes running up to you. "Oi, mates! I'm a traveling goldsmith, I am, but I'm kinda bored of this island. I want to see some new gems. Allow me to join your entourage and help you appraise your finds." A merchant who wants to help you, and these guys give bonuses per token anytime anyone joins your entourage, which is really nice. He does look like the thieves from earlier. The man is happy to help you and excited to see what you can find. This merchant will make your collect actions more efficient. So now, collect tokens are worth 13 to 20 gold. Alright, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, we're gonna have to go here, here, and here so that we can reach that in time without running out of stuff. While walking toward the next stop, Earl stubs a toe on a stone. In a wave of anger, Earl picks up the stone and is about to throw it far, far away. Bia gasps in amazement at the beauty of the stone and stops Earl, who now sees its beauty as well. Although it isn't an uncommon stone, stones as beautiful as this are certainly worth something. We gain another collect token. Goldsmith, I have no idea why I thought you said traveling goat sniffer. Jesus Christ. Halfway up a small mountain, the crew finds an old ruinous Saxon monastery. Many of the Saxon structures were made from wood and did not stand the test of time. A stone building such as this one is a treasure itself. Unfortunately, it does not fit in your backpack. As you approach the monastery, a strange hooded man is standing in front of it. "Well, hello there, travelers! Welcome to this old Saxon monastery. I came here once a year to make some minor repairs and clean the place up a bit. It'd be a shame if such a nice place went to waste." Saxon men used to come here to test their skills. The most skillful would be rewarded by Tyr, the god of war. All that's left now is the heavy statue of Tyr that warriors would push and feel like a Saxon knight, and a trial in the monastery's basement that would test agility and attract noblemen with pretty rings. If you'd like to test yourself, go ahead. Your performance might earn you something. Alright. We can push the heavy statue, go to the basement, or intimidate the hooded man and demand treasure. Saxon violence. Nice monastery. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. Nothing bad happens in the basement. I say push the thing. Alright, that's one vote each way for now. Anyone else have an opinion? B says ahem. Push it real good. You're standing in front of the heavy statue of Tyr, who will try to prove themselves and see what the reward is. Bia seems to be the obvious choice, 60%. On failure, we don't lose anything, so that's nice. Hooray! On the first try, the statue doesn't seem to move, but then Bia really goes for it. The statue budges and Bia pushes it pretty far before stopping. Exhausted, Bia and the crew return to the old man, who is impressed, and fetches something from the monastery. We now have a 13% chance to receive a Viking helmet, a 75% chance to receive a Saxon knight statuette, and a 13% chance to receive a Saxon ring. These are all treasures that we get to choose a specific bonus from. The man walks out with a statuette of a Saxon knight. Tyr has rewarded you, and I wish you the best in your travels. Alright, it is worth 25 renown and 1 insight, plus we can either get a treasure hunt or we can get 3 collect and 3 study. So no real bonuses, but we're going to go with the treasure hunt because it's worth more than 3 of each of those. You thank the old man and leave the monastery behind you, carrying the new treasure with you. The very loud police siren very close by. Oh, that sucks. And on to the final area of the map. The burial site of the Saxon kings must be somewhere around. Once you get there, this expedition will come to an end. Onwards! The crew searches through the hills and quickly finds what they were looking for, the Saxon burial site. One of the tombs is of King Egbert, a particularly mysterious figure. Finding its secrets will surely skyrocket your reputation as the renowned explorers. However, you hear a familiar laughter. Behind you stands the French explorer Rivalou, who is considered to be the most promising of the renowned explorers. He speaks, "Thank you, amateur. Under Rule 24B of the Explorer Mandate, fellow explorers should help each other out, and I really need to excavate King Egbert's tomb to gain another honorary title. Explain how you worked hard for this treasure." Rivalou is in doubt. "Leave this important treasure to someone like you. I don't know how to explain this to you. Allow my sharp companion, Amir Akhtar, to explain my thoughts while I seize King Egbert's treasure." Hey, wait a minute. Before Yvonne can stop Rivalou, his crew scout Amir stops you. "He means to say you suck, my friend." Ludicrous! He's not letting you pass! Alright, so Amir is mildly impressed with aggressive. Amir admires our sharpness for finishing devious. And Amir thinks you're weak if you finish friendly. So we, of course, go with devious because that'll get us the best stuff. That's how we decide whether to be friendly. Whatever gets us the best stuff. You should solve this through stabbery. Nah, let's just bully them. Very humiliating. Fortunately, the henchmen are pretty weak. Scary. Guy's named after one of the French Revolution guys, right? I mean, he's named Rival. You may have heard of henchmen. But have you heard of Mensch-hen? No. No, I haven't. But I kind of wish I had. Alright, we can also use friendly abilities on our own people to heal them, which is fun. Alright, we're almost done with the henchmen. I was sure you were going to say something like Enemenbes. That's really good, actually. Don't insult Earl's underpants. Rude. Alright. And now he'll heal each turn. Heal, heal. Haha. Alright, he is... What's his mood now? Enraged. So he has minus 25 armor if I were going to use physical attacks. There we go. No one has landed a blow yet. We're all just yelling at each other. Yeah, you better run. No, your panties. Amir Akhtar is saddened beyond words and just wants to be left alone. Amir's tone suddenly changes. You, my friend, are pretty sharp. I must honor you with some coin and this checklist. It describes treasures my boss wants to find. If you beat us to getting one, I guess you deserve it, my friend. He leaves to follow Rai Valu, who has already plundered King Egbert's tomb. We got some gold and a checklist. The crew quickly turns to the mysterious checklist you got from the encounter. It seems to be some sort of agenda or scheme. Yvonne takes it and reads it out loud. Treasures still to grab, the one hidden in the tomb of the Forgotten King, that one treasure held by the locals, the one in the cache near the dangerous cliffs. Due date, today. It seems Rivalo was going to nab some more treasures. You might be able to get one before him. Which treasure are we going to chase? You think it's the gay agenda? I think you might be right. We can investigate the tomb, try to convince the locals, or try to track the treasure in the near the dangerous cliffs. Which one are we going for? Isn't that just a day planner with rainbows on the cover? No, rainbows throughout. Not just the cover. I don't like trying to take the locals' priceless artifacts. Alright, well, I'm just going to pick the tomb. If no one else votes. Dad always manages to find day planners with black covers. I don't know where he gets them. Hotels, probably. That's the only place I've seen those, is on hotel desks. There's another tomb around here. Maybe you can outsmart Rivalo this time. Earl leads the investigation. Alright, here we go. Aww, lame. Earl's plan didn't go too well. Rivalo has already passed through here and you're about to leave empty-handed. As you're about to leave the area, Earl sees a chest buried in the ground and starts digging. A treasure. Lady Luck hasn't abandoned you completely. Alright, so we get a treasure anyway, but we don't get to choose which treasure it is, or we don't get to choose a higher likelihood of a specific one. So that's good. Earl the Mad Bomber's plan didn't go as planned. I'm shocked. Alright, we got the Golden Horse. You know, if it hadn't been for this guy, I never would have spent that year in college. Alright, so we can pick a treasure. We can get, which is 3 collect and 3 study. 20 to 25 gold from a treasure hunt as a permanent bonus. Plus 1 collect at the end of each expedition for each level of survivalist in your crew. Which, we only have 1 level of survivalist right now, so that's not a great deal despite this guy saying so. Or plus 1 collect for each level of quick thinker, which we also only have 1 level of. So, I guess either one of these is fine. Anyone else had Saxon Golden Horse before? That sounds like something you'd order at a Chinese restaurant where the menus aren't translated very well. With this last find, your expedition still concludes on a high note. However, it's clear that if you want to be the most renowned explorer, you'll have to beat Revolu. Now it's personal. And here it counts up all the tokens. Explorer Society board members are excited at the progress of this crooked capitalist, Yvonne Lethal. That's about right. A magnificent job. The board of the Renowned Explorers International Society is impressed by your exploration skills in the Highlands. For this achievement, Chairman Pinkerton gives you an upgrade to your airship, which will allow you to carry more supplies. Alright, now let's do the in-between level stuff. Means... oh, that's right, to get more currency. The one I'm supposed to click on. I don't remember how to do all this. Oh, here we go. History or observations. 1 crew member can learn naturalist, engineer, or archaeologist perk of choice. Do you have any of those? Got engineer. Alright, let's get Earl another engineer perk. Yes, we have an airship. The focus on observation to unravel the puzzles of the world is the most important idea of modern science. The crew has an opportunity to specialize 1 crew member in any of the sciences. We'll go with Earl. Specifically, an engineering perk. And we'll teach him... ooh, combustion. That sounds like his kind of thing. Earl learned the perk Engineer Combustion. He looks pretty happy about it, too. Also, apparently my cursor's lined up again, so I don't know what that's about. Earl always looks like that. Not always, just... Okay, always. Alright, now we can get different levels of this. So let's grab this. Now I get +1 study whenever Earl succeeds at the adventure wheel. Get some science assistance, which gets us 2 insight. And a student, which I believe increases our research rate. Now over at Berlin University, we can get some research currency using our insight. That's what insight is for. Use it all up so we can get more levels. +1 study whenever you enter a challenge node. 2 supplies capacity, also excellent. 2 study when spending insight in Berlin, meh. Here we go. Yvonne trains everyone to pay extra attention when exploring the wilds. An expedition leads to unknown locations full of discoveries to be made. Alright. Any of these challenge types, we can now... I'm going to go with wits or cultural are probably our best bets, but we get a bonus whenever we enter one of these challenges. Combustion is a pretty good Pokemon. There you go. Explorer, I hardly know her. Well, that's why you gotta explore her. Cultural, yeah, it does seem like a good idea, huh? It's like archaeological, though. We're not gonna be entering a lot of those. That's the problem. We're gonna be trying to avoid those until we can get, like, stuff to do with that. So I actually think I'm gonna go with wits. And we don't have enough research to get the last level of this, but that's fine. Now let's go to the shops. Get everyone some... Now let's get the monkey wrench for Earl. We'll give him another level of engineer. And let's see. That'll give survivalist, which is nice. Over at... Oh, right, entourage. We'll worry about that in a second. Upgrade the shop. Machete. Get the machete for Bia. And hell, let's grab translation guide for her. That way they've all got their main skill upgraded. Hold off Tourage a moment. Okay. Just noticed Earl's awesome hair. Alright, so these guys, the regular helpers, just give bonuses per token. 1 or 2 gold from collect tokens, 1 or 2 status from campaign tokens, 1 or 2 research from study. Specialists, you can grab 1 per level in each of these shops, and they give bigger bonuses in theory, plus they give you, often give you perks. We could definitely raise her rogue level. Or give someone naturalist. Heck, she's got... Okay, she won't even be level 4 beguiler. We can get her to level 4 beguiler. Yeah, they aren't worth getting yet because we don't have anyone high enough level to worry about them. Alright, let's grab a merchant. And a trader. And now we're ready to go. I'm going to hit the BRB screen real quick. And so don't go anywhere, cause I'll be right back. That being what BRB stands for. And I am back. So let's choose our expedition, of which we have several choices. We finish the Saxon Grave Islands. So we can go to a Hungarian fort. We can go to the Mali Mystery, or a Caribbean island. Any one of those three. What sounds good to y'all? That's the Hungarian fort, the Mali Mystery, or the Caribbean island. Bad Road says Caribbean island. There was a network error on my stream preview, but the stream's still up, so that's good. I had a Mali Mystery in that you took Molly once and woke up and didn't know where I was. I think that's pretty common, at least in your teens. Alright, if no one's got any other suggestions, Caribbean island, ahoy. The once fierce Dutch pirate Roche disappeared many years ago after burying his pirate treasure. Monkeys and smugglers will oppose you, and an aggressive approach could make it easier. Expert nature challenges and technique challenges in abundance. So this is actually going to be very difficult for us. So here's to a challenge. Finally, you can start your search for Roche's treasure. The treasure, once stolen from the Spanish Silver Fleet, should be somewhere on this pristine and beautiful island. Yvonne looks at the map you got from Pinkerton to find out where. A place near a waterfall. Which I guess there's only one waterfall on the island or something. The crew sets foot on the beautiful island and looks around. Just when Yvonne finds some man-made debris and realizes this island is not as uninhabited as you first thought, you've got company. Smugglers. They come rushing towards you. Our secret island's been discovered. We've got to silence 'em, mates. Seems they leave you no choice. Alright, we're gonna try and finish it devious for a bonus. Let's scare off these smugglers. Alright. Deride. Road to El Dorado. I love that they just run off to the side of the battlefield to fume. Alright, neither of them are gonna get through this in one hit. So damage is slightly randomized, as you can see. You have a chance of doing a little bit more or less than what the thingy says, or at least a little bit more. I'm not actually sure if you can do less. It may be showing the minimum. Dude, that's a gun. We're just slinging insults. Not cool, yo. Get out of here. No one likes your stench. +5 grit and +2 speech power on Earl. With the smugglers out of the way, your crew has enough time to hide the boat and to start exploring the island. Sadly, it seems that this island is a smuggler's hideout. Better be careful. Ready to go, Yvonne leads the crew into adventure! Alright, we're gonna... nature talent. An athlete, naturalist, or survivalist may be useful. We don't have any of those things. Oh wait, we have one level of naturalist. Alright, let's just head over here first. While traveling through a local settlement, Yvonne spots a small hut where both supplies and items are being sold. So we can buy 4 supplies for 1 resolve, which is not a good deal when we're at 11 out of 12 supplies. Look at the equipment. We can buy the dagger, the glyph, the talisman. Alright, let's buy one of these. A dagger, a glyph, or a Zemi talisman. Anyone have a preference? No? Alright. We're gonna go with the Zemi talisman then, because I think that sounds cool. Oh, Bad Road says glyph. Never mind, we're going with the glyph. Christy also says glyph. Type, defense, +5 speech, +5 grit. We could theoretically buy another, but we do not have enough money. Alright, it is a ring. Goes in the armor slot. +5 speech. Alright, let's move that to Yvonne. There we go. Good stuff. That is a pretty darn good piece of equipment. Hey, B, you mostly missed a BRB screen. The crew finds nothing of interest in this area. Aww. The crew finds nothing of interest in this area. Oh shit, let's go buy more supplies then. Because now, 4 supplies for 1 resolve. Now we can head this way. Aside from the fresh breeze, you find nothing of interest on the beach. Wow, this place is empty. Ooh, I found a lighthouse. A troop of pesky monkeys has been stalking you for hours. They're out to get your food, and they've already stolen Earl's marmalade sandwich. Fucking jerks. We cannot allow this any longer. Engage! We're on a Caribbean island with smugglers. We bought a glyph. Very succinct. Alright, let's continue with deviousness. Insult the monkeys. Monkey becomes too enraged and loses it. Now let's just beat up this monkey. We already landed the first blow. Silly text description. Alright, there we go. Let's not have one person take all the damage. Oh no, the monkey said she was slow. Or maybe slimy. It is in the Caribbean. The Caribbean, I believe, is quite tropical. Angry monkey. Hurtful. Monkey is saddened beyond words and just wants to be alone. I can't feel too bad for these monkeys. They stole Earl's marmalade sandwich. Shoot it! Oh, shit. I accidentally escalated. Still counted as a devious victory. It's fine. Campfire. And nothing really special. Let's get some money, though. Or, yeah, money. He'd just jump in after them, but he hasn't jumped in a long while. That's true. He might not be able to anymore. The crew spends most of the night going through some of the trinkets they've collected. With an appraising eye and a healthy discussion, the crew discovers that some pieces are worth more gold. Sometimes it pays off to take a second look at things. Alright, let's go to this. Well, let's do this one first and then head to the lighthouse. A group of monkeys, led by a blue monkey, is bullying another barrel? Oh, barrel of monkeys. Gotcha. They look really scared. Sadly for you, the blue monkey notices you and tries to assert his dominance over you as well. What a jerk-ass. Friendly gets us a bad result. You set a friendly example for the monkeys, which might not be the best in this jungle. Or, you set a devious or aggressive example for the monkeys. Let's just go aggressive. Let's just beat these guys up. Let's beat up some monkeys. Is that the proper group plural? I am not 100% sure. But I'd believe it. Meanie. Picking on Earl. And Bia. Apes going troops, not sure about monkeys. I had thought it was troops for monkeys too. But I'm not gonna pretend I know for sure. And deride. Haha. He said that he stinks. A monkey or a mongoose. Okay, I believe that. 100%. Experimentation. Oh, that's AoE. I should remember that for the future. Monkipodes. That I definitely agree with. The bullied monkeys are delighted you punched out that blue monkey's barrel. They start copying your behavior and start practicing claw attacks and bites. These guys will hold themselves pretty well in the jungle. Ooh, engineering challenge. Let's go for this next. Oh, actually they both have engineering challenges. Let's check it out. Monkey ring, like a key ring, but with monkeys. On a clear beach, your crew finds something peculiar. A lighthouse, poorly made but functional, stands out. Some smugglers are around the lighthouse, not paying too much attention. Yvonne wonders what this might be all about. Take a look. The crew looks from a distance. From there, they hear someone that looks like the smuggler boss talking to the other smugglers. There are intruders on the island and you didn't take care of them, you fools! I'll go after them myself. He head inland with a small crew. A chance to retrieve some of those goods, or wow, it seems we're already famous here. That's just a choice between 2 different tokens. Let's retrieve some of those goods. Have we trained a gorilla force by accident? Monkeys aren't apes. Gorillas are apes. Gosh. Those fools are looking the wrong way. This gives Yvonne an excellent chance to snoop around and collect some coins while the rest of the crew is on guard duty. A few moments pass when something changes at the smuggler's lighthouse. A ship. It sails under a black flag. It's probably a smuggler ship. The ship comes closer and moors some distance from the coastline. Yvonne considers whether the crew should board it. Make a raft and head there. Steal a boat and head there. Well, obviously we're going to make a raft and head there. Engage the smugglers to get the boat, although everyone thinks that's lame. Which gives -1 resolve. Optimus Primal was a master of guerrilla warfare. Also, guerrilla warfare. Go to Andy's Corner, Bad Road. Alright, let's make a raft. Earl has a 100% chance of success. Which, as you can see, 0% base chance, 23 from grit, 34 from speech defense, 20 from scientist, 20 from survivalist, and 80 from engineer. That adds up to exactly 100. I didn't even realize the pun potential there. Or it comes from a country with a pure black flag. That's very possible. Some quality shipwriting by Earl. The raft is of top quality, sparking the crew's interest. Yvonne, obviously used to the luxury of the albatross, is not entirely comfortable, though. The crew is on their way to the ship, well out of the mainland smuggler's sight. The crew rows and rows. After a pretty long time, you finally reach the ship. You also manage to stay undetected by the large crew on board the smuggler's ship. Great! After a small discussion, Yvonne decides that Earl is the most suitable to board the ship silently. Yeah, he looks real quiet. Earl climbs into the hold of the ship through a porthole to see what's inside. Hostages! These poor people need to be helped. Earl notifies the other crew member of the situation, and the crew helps the hostages into your vessel. Wait until the rest of the world hears about this. However, all that rumbling below deck has given away your position. A smuggler captain yells at you as you start to row away. They're getting away with our cargo! Get me a boat! Follow them! They're in hot pursuit. Bia takes the oars. Such amazing power. Bia rows at top speed while screaming with power. Impressive. Wait, sorry.
Impressive.
Gotta go a little quake with it. Even though the smuggler captain is getting closer, you manage to land somewhere safe. Moments later, the smuggler captain sets foot on land. I can't believe you got our cargo without us noticing. You got any idea how much effort was needed to get that cargo? You'll pay for this. Yvonne makes it clear that you will not stand for this. The smuggler captain continues, this valuable cargo is ours, but now I got you. Hidden team, strike! Someone emerges from the sand to strike Yvonne. Bia takes out the charger and the encounter starts. Level 1 quick thinkers paying off. Was the smuggler Canadian? I mean, I just have a Canadian accent. That's just a thing that is. Alright, oh, they're all on one side of us, because they couldn't ambush us. Excellent. Alright, we're gonna spread out a bit so that we don't just... Okay. Actually, these two and attack long range, and this way only 2 of them can... Oh, that's perfect. This is actually a really good position to start in. Unnerving. Well, let's start like this. Let's be friendly to these smugglers. Very impressed. Juggle for him. Oh wow, I only needed to beat the boss. Your friendly approach has proven its worth. You stole their cargo, infiltrated their island, but still managed to de-escalate the situation. The smuggler captain is thankful. They got a point. What we're doing ain't right, mateys. Exploration and freedom is the real essence of the Caribbean. Let's help these wonderful people. And just like that, you made some new smuggler friends. Great, time to see what we got. The hostages rejoice in your victory. You send them back to the Albatross for their own safety. You've uncovered a secret hostage network. They really don't want to say human trafficking. I can understand why, since this is kind of a kid's game. Alright, Yvonne recognizes one of the hostages. One of the hostages is Dona Olivares, a Cuban diplomat. When Yvonne talks with her, she agrees to support your expeditions, a new member for your entourage. With that, the smuggler's hideout adventure comes to an end. Yvonne can't wait to brag about how you entered a Black Flag ship and defeated the smuggler captain. Alright, let's go for this tactician challenge next. Hey, that's Tommy Gunn! What is he doing here all alone? Sup, Tom? He is unpleasantly surprised.
Yvonne, oh darn. Please go away. I'm not telling you anything about my top secret mission.
Maybe you can change his mind somehow. Bia can challenge him to a game of strength, which will get us 6 collect. Or Yvonne can manipulate him, which will get us a much smaller reward. Alright, let's have Bia help him out. Tommy Gunn looks like Jaws stole Oddjob's hat. He does, doesn't he? Bia challenges Tommy to a wrestling match, which he gladly accepts with a little wager. After a fierce struggle, Bia manages to take Tommy out of the ring drawn in the sand, and Tommy is impressed. After that little show of strength, Tommy tells about his secret mission. Well, Amir told me my lost family is on this island, so I went looking, but till now I only found monkeys. He seems to be unaware of what Amir was implying. Since you're so nice to me, please have this gold. Thanks, Tommy. After this pleasant encounter, the crew waves Tommy farewell. If he wouldn't be part of Rivalo's crew, Earl probably would get along with him just fine. Keep hearing B, rest of sentence. Aww. Alright, level up time. Rain of Blades. She gains an extra attack with her normal strike. This does half damage. Or Soldier of Fortune, which gets 1 collect when resolving a battle aggressively. I really like Rain of Blades, so... fuck it, that's what we're doing. Alright, Earl can either know a guy, which upgrading item shops cost half as much, so that's decent. Or no restrictions, which gives him +6 attack when the attitude is aggressive. Which, really nice. Let's just keep raising damage for everyone. Humiliation gains an extra speech, so that's the same as Bia's attack. Double attack, except with a speech attack. And memorable insults. This training can now be selected, blah blah blah. Gain 1 campaign when resolving a battle devious. Let's go with humiliation, because we're just doing all the damage. Got a last name that wasn't a file type. Heckerton is pretty on brand. Yep. Alright, we've got an engineering challenge up here. Some smugglers are celebrating a haul they just made. They're having a great time. They're having an ideal mood for a roguish character to confiscate some of that haul. Well, we're fucked either way, but might as well try it. Spotted, we lose 1 collect... Oh, that's not bad. That could be worse. It's worth a coin flip. Hey, we did it. Success! Earl manages to sneak in and take a large chunk of their loot. That smuggler's party will end pretty sour once they start dividing their spoils. That wasn't an engineering challenge at all. The crew hears some noises coming from afar. Yvonne decides to take a look. Some of the monkeys you helped earlier are viciously attacking some smugglers. They learned how to stand up for themselves. As the smugglers run away and leave their possessions, you take some of their gold. Get out of here, smugglers. Your explorations take you to a magnificent view, a waterfall into a deep cave in the middle of the jungle. You wonder what inconceivable things you might encounter down in that cave, but it looks very risky. It is decided the crew will explore the cave. Someone must stay behind to secure the ropes with which the others can rappel into the cave. A strong athlete might be best suited to the task. Securing the rope was not an easy task, but Bia's strength proves to be up to the challenge. The other crew members slide down the rope into the dark cave. The next hurdle appears. The rope is not long enough to get into the bottom of the cave. The cave becomes more rugged and you need to find a path to work your way down. Earl navigates the cave like a true pathfinding expert, just your friendly neighborhood wall crawler. The crew makes it to the bottom of the cave safely, avoiding those stones and pitfalls. There you are at the bottom of the cave. The waterfall plunges into a curious underground lake. Apart from that, you don't see much. It could be wise to do some research. A naturalist might know what to look for. Alright, this is a risky one, but could be worse. Almost just a coin flip. Oh, lame. Molds, cool water, interesting geographic plates. That's all that Earl finds. Sure is an interesting study, but you were hoping for more. Drat. Oh well, we still got a decent reward. With the bottom of the cave reached, everyone returns to the surface. This was a unique discovery, and the crew can continue exploring with pride. Alright, there's an epic encounter, which generally includes a big boss battle. Ooh, we can also gain resources here first. Supplies, something. The jungle seems to be bountiful, but it's hard to traverse. You could spend an extra supply to explore the jungle. I think. Alright, let's go for it. We're starting to lose hope that you'd find anything of interest, but Earl makes a great find, a deep amethyst. This is a precious stone that will do great as scientific treasure, but you could also send it away to sell it at market value. Let's keep it for study. And we actually don't have enough supplies to reach the boss unscathed. Shit. Well, let's go this way and do the epic boss fight. As you walk through the jungle, you spot a big shadow jump away further into the woods. It looked big and intimidating. That big shadow will surely make for an epic and risky encounter. Is the cave long enough to get to the bottom of the rope? I suppose that depends which end you started from. You start the hunt, and soon you find what the shadow was, a Titan ape. What a magnificent and rare creature. The crew disrupts his meal, and he's not pleased about it. He quickly leaps towards Bia to deal the first blow. She stoutly parries the blow, and the encounter starts. Titan ape subdued, Titan ape subdued, Titan ape befriended. Ooh, let's befriend the ape. Group insult. We can start out with a group insult. Experimentation. Do you have AoE? She doesn't have any AoE. Let's start out with group insult. Stop it. You have minus 25 armor, as do each of them. Boom! We're starting out pretty provocative, but we're gonna move on to friendly as the fight continues. Visible attack. There we go. Ha! What you get for being rude. Rude. That's on cooldown. Alright, let's start being friendly now. Aha! We're befriending the ape. Mostly because it's the only outcome that had a different description. Oh shit, it just summoned more monkeys. Fumble. Remarkable. That means able to be remarked on. Sometimes we don't think of what the words we say actually mean, at least literally. Dag, he's punchy. Very impressed. And finished. Now we have an ape friend. Titan Ape befriended? You sure know how to make friends. The Titan perceives you as a friend now and gives you a valuable gift before disappearing. 10 collect and a golden banana.
Oh, banana.
1 discovery, 6 to 10 research from each discovery token. +2 study when level 4 survivalist, or +2... Alright, we're going with 6 to 10 research per discovery. That's, like, really good. Alright, yeah, we're not gonna make it here unscathed, but shouldn't have too big of a disadvantage when we land. You see a giant pile of banana peels, which is slowly moving up and down. You throw some aside and see you have awoken a strange red monkey who is not at all happy. Defeat all enemies. Take that, jerk asses. Yeah, we're winning this. We're winning this real good. I wonder how the gold banana compares to the king banana. That's a good question. Oh shit. Back up. Down here. Bia can move over here. Now we just wait for these guys to approach. Ooh, Earl can get close enough to shoot one. Lovely. Uh-oh. Taking damage. Alright, we got this finished now. You calmed the red monkey and his friends. They bury themselves in the giant pile again and go back to sleep. Yeah, calmed the giant monkey. Out of supplies. Oh no, Earl's defenses are faltering. Oh no, the hunger pains. Finally you find it, the Waterfall Rock. The treasure hidden by the notorious pirate Captain Roche must be here somewhere. This is the goal of the expedition. Whatever happens here, it will end the expedition. What a fantastic sight. No wonder that pirate Captain Roche chose this place to bury his treasure. The crew starts to look for clues and signs of treasure under the peerless guidance of Yvonne. Giant monkeys went back to normal. It seems it'll take longer than expected. Someone might want to set up a defensive camp while the other crew members continue searching and digging. Bia will set up the defensive camp. It looks like a bastion. Bia creates a camp at a strategic location with a lookout and everything. Besides that, it was a good way to learn about the environment. You will be prepared for any hostilities. To find the treasure, the crew spends hours looking for Roche's marks. The night passes and guard duties change while the crew works diligently to uncover the secret treasure. It's not long the next morning until something happens. Yvonne follows a trail of golden coins and finds, or Earl conducts an intense study and finds. At least if it's only one and no Reapers. And even Reaper can't out-heal Bastion's damage. That's... They need to re-kit some people. Like, several people. Alright, anyone want to follow gold coins or conduct a study? I mean, Reaper can out-heal literally anyone else's damage, but not Bastion's. First he says, study because knowledge is power. After hours and hours of searching and digging, Bia's shovel finally hits a wooden chest. The crew opens it up to see the Spanish treasure in all its glory. Surrounded by other precious pieces, the crew prepares to dig out Roche's treasure when you hear a deep laugh from behind. It's the smuggler boss! I heard these rats were on my island, but I didn't think they'd be so kind as to find his treasure for me. Get your paws off my booty, landlubbers! He hurls a heavy object toward you. It's a ticking bomb! It's gonna blow and take some of the treasure with it. Yvonne needs to take charge quickly. Earl tries to defuse the bomb. With sweaty hands, Earl manages to defuse the old bomb. You're able to secure some valuables before the boss comes in. The boss confronts you. It seems you won't go down with just any old sea mine. We'll show you what happens when you disrespect my territory. Fellas, get the treasure and crush these landlubbers, and it seems there's no choice. Oh good, I thought I was the only one, Bad Rad. Yeah, Reaper has lifesteal on hit. And they bumped it up to 50% of all damage done by him, and he's a fucking unkillable monster. It's beyond ludicrous. His healing was already, like, ridiculously good when they last buffed it to 30%, and now it's 50%, and he's hilarious. Because he basically functions as a tank as long as he's next to someone he can shoot. Alright, friendly. Smugglers convinced of your cause. Yeah, let's befriend more smugglers. He leech, he preach, but most importantly, he beseech, I guess? Alright, smuggler, smuggler, smuggler. Where's the boss? Here's the boss. He's way back there, so we have plenty of time to take out his cronies. Alright, took out the ones close by. Opponent reinforcements have arrived. Alright, let's get hold up on the... Let's quickly get hold up on the bonus spaces. Which will allow us to heal passively. There we go. Easy. I got 2 pairs of thigh-high socks today. Awesome! Bad news is I only have 2 pairs of socks now because everything else is going to feel uncomfortable in comparison. Yeah, I know how that goes. It's so hard to find good thigh-high socks without paying a fortune for them. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more. I'd have any that weren't worn out at the heel and toes. Alright, let's be friendly as fuck. First, yeah. Oh, let's take out this crony first, then start being friendly. It's happy time. They used to sell thigh highs at Target, which is where I got a lot of mine, but then they stopped. Oh no, he just upped his attack power. Rude. Tell him at Hot Topic if that's a place you want to be seen. I don't think they did sell them the last time I was in Hot Topic. I suppose they're in and out though, because that's what Hot Topic stock does. They never have the same thing 2 days in a row. Checked there too. Yeah, you gotta get lucky on Hot Topics anything. Oh, there we go. Invisible attack is actually super good here. Yeah, you better run. Don't shoot Earl. I like your boat. Smugglers are convinced of your cause. Don't shoot Earl, he already apologized. Don't shoot Earl, he doesn't like it. Once you're done with the smugglers, the boss starts crying emotionally. You're right. The treasure belongs in a museum where all the kids can see it. Maybe the pirate stories will inspire them to become fearsome smugglers too. The smugglers help you retrieve the treasure. Alright, so current highest level naturalist gets +3 study. Current highest level engineer gets +3 study on engineer spins. Alright, we'll go with that. It looks magnificent. The scent of gold fills the air. With Roche's treasure in your hands, the expedition is a success. You can proudly return to London with this old Spanish treasure. Well done. Yes, that was what My Name is Earl was about. That's a lot of gold right there. Yeah, playing this on easy, I'm getting a lot more resources than I'm used to. Explorer Society board members are excited at the progress of this gracious giver. So from crooked capitalist to gracious giver. That's an opinion 180 right there. With a great adventure behind you, you can send a report to an explorer welcoming city. This will unlock new possibilities on the world map, but you can only unlock 1 per expedition. Let's send it to New Orleans, because it's got a good equipment shop. And I guess that's it for tonight. Maybe we'll pick this up. If I'm not ready to build next week, we can pick this up again. Thanks everyone for coming. The thingy. Schedule. There we go. Friday is Katie playing more Deponia. Saturday morning will be Christy's wildcard stream. Sunday will be Sue playing Earthbound. Monday will be Christy playing Apex Legends with Andy and Katie. Tuesday will be Andrea playing more Pyre. Wednesday will be our regular community day, and Thursday is either this or some Lego, depending on how things look in the meantime. Or maybe something else entirely. We'll see at that time. Thanks everyone for coming. You know how to support us. You can see our team below, and I think you should follow every single member of the truck community who streams. They're all great. In the meantime, good night.